you leave your sweatshirt on?
My sweatshirt's all wet.
You want my jacket? Because I have. Here.
That's right.
No, you can wear this. This is no big deal. I have a sweatshirt underneath. I'm not cold. My hands are. That's all.
Rule 1, don't drop your brand new glasses in the water.
Rule 2, don't stick your arm in trying to catch it.
Well, I did it last time at Maloney, or Pedro, and had no problem.
I know, but did you even see
Oh God,
it?
grab my, I got a fish. Get the, good one.
Yeah.
Good, real good one, real good one. That's a big one. There we go. That's why I started here.
Yeah. Just letting it sit, huh? Did you get that on film?
There we go, boys, right there. That's a great way to start off the day right there. Choked the Freight Custom jig. Choked it. Nope. I'm warmed up.
Where'd you throw that fish from back in the apartment?
Yeah. And I'm glad I made that call to come here. Glad I made that call to come here. That's another good one. It's not as big though, it's a good one though.
Should leave that towel out.
Oh, I thought that was... Alright guys, so you're going to see how that largemouth, that 471, choked that jig. Now, a lot of bass that do choke a bait normally get hooked around the gills. The gills are the lifeline to that fish, guys. If you see that fish is bleeding, immediately stop what you're doing immediately. I mean, drop everything and go grab a high carbonated energy drink, a beer, or a soda. And I know you guys are asking why. Over my years of fishing, I have hooked a lot of fish in the gill area and they start to bleed, and they will bleed out. Let's say you go put one in a live well, that live well will turn red in, no joke, less than a minute. And that also will kill the other fish in there because of the blood and everything that's in the water. Stops the process of them to get oxygen into their gills. So whether you're throwing a swim bait, crankbait, jig, drop shot, Cinco is the big one, guys. If you hook a fish in the gills, stop what you're doing. Do not throw it back. It will die. You may swim away, but in the end, it will die. So right here, I'm gonna teach you guys a secret on how to save that fish. So right here are 5 drinks that will save a fish's life. These are all high carbonated beverages. First off is Squirt. You guys ever drinking Squirt? You take one sip and it's like drinking static, like off of an old TV. Along with ginger ale. Mountain Dew is a little bit of a softer carbonation, but it still gets the job done. And then Sprite. 7-Up is straight up carbonation with a slight taste of lemonade. But what I like to use, and some of you guys are gonna say is a waste, is an energy drink, guys. I'm not joking. All you do is you hold that fish up, lip it like you're normally doing, so it's holding it this way. Crack your beverage, twist the top off, whatever you have to do, and actually pour it in the mouth and around the gills. And what this does is it starts the clotting process immediately. And that's what I did. I cracked open a ginger ale and immediately started putting it around the gills and in the mouth, and that, like I said, stops the bleeding and starts the clotting process. If it is like on the Delta or Clear Lake and it's dead summer, it's 104 degrees, your water temp in the live well is hot. Keep that circulation going of your live wells, keep that cold water coming in and that hot water coming out. With the summer months is I like to use an energy drink. You get it hooked, go through the side of the gill. Don't try to rip that hook out and you're going to tear those gills. Lay the fish flat on a towel. Make sure the towel is wet because it holds the slime on. Sideways, I'm a lefty, so I go through the left side of the gill. If you're right, you go on the right side. Lay the fish flat, lift up the gill plate with your opposing hand, and then take the pliers in there. You're going to see that fish is either going to be hooked in the very bottom or actually hook's going to be wrapped around the gill. And you just grab the end of the shank of the hook, pull it, and either push it through, or what I like to do best is actually grab the bait depending on how big the bait is. Of course, if it's a treble hook or a swim bait that's a larger profile bait, you don't want to be bringing it out through the gill. Sinkos, drop shots, jigs, depending on how big the jig is. I was throwing 3/8 that day, so I was able to fit it in between the gills. I grab the end shank of the hook, pull it out, pull it so the hook point is no longer facing up, it's sideways, and pull it out through the gill plate with the line, and cut the line at the mouth, and it pops right out, and then immediately save the fish. The energy drink in the summertime is a big player in the factor of keeping that fish alive, because one, Nos and Bang have a crap ton of caffeine in it, and I know what you guys are thinking, well, how does it absorb into the body? I don't know. I'm not a marine biologist or a fish biologist, but those fish, excuse my language, go batshit crazy when you give them an energy drink, because just like how they get oxygen into their lungs or through their gills into their body to breathe, they absorb the caffeine that is in the energy drink into their gills, into their mouth. Of course, if their mouth is open, it goes in there. Of course, it's another way. It does not harm the fish. This is an old school tactic that my dad taught me many years ago. We're talking 15 plus years ago. If you talk to any old guy, 40 to 60 and on, they will tell you this. A lot of the younger generation, like myself, do not know this. I try to spread it word of mouth best I can, but now that I have the opportunity to, tell you guys and show you guys, I'm trying to help out this younger community, guys, because we don't know a lot because we're still learning fishing. I've been fishing since I was 2 years old on a boat. I'm 23 years old, and I still have a lot to learn. No matter how good you get, you always have more to learn. And this is just a small piece that I'm trying to teach you guys to better yourself as an angler and to save fish, because without fish, guys, we have no sport. And let's say you hook a 10-pounder and you're gonna release that 10-pounder, like I would hope everybody would. This is a way to save that fish if it's gill hooked. Okay, also around the spawn here in California where I'm at, don't keep a fish from March to June, please. A lot of bank anglers like to do it, and a lot of guys on boats do it that they don't know what they're doing. Is if you catch a fish up shallow and you grab its belly and it is pissing, that's not really urine coming out, it is baby gravy, and that is a male to a bed or a male getting ready to spawn. And if you catch one and she's fat, she's not all beat up, her tail's perfectly fine, she is yet to spawn, and if you grab her belly and you squeeze a little bit, eggs will ooze out. Please do not keep bass from March to June. That's a lot of time I find a lot of fish spawning, and of course some do spawn before March, even in February, depending on the water temp. It's just another way for us to save our community and save the population of fish. So I hope that helps you guys out on saving fish in the short term and long run. So thanks for tuning into this episode of the Fray Experience. Smash that like button and stay tuned for the next episode, guys.